Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing your emotions, to identify your intuition, to bring in that spiritual health and spiritual wealth. And the third card we're looking at is a Leo. You're looking at your inner strength. Okay, why? Because love is the biggest element on the earth. It can conquer through anything. So someone's looking at their inner strength. Okay, you got the strength. We're looking at self-love, looking at unconditional love, loving self, loving beings, loving planet, and absolutely loving God. Okay, idolizing God only. And it comes with self-respect and courage. Someone's taming the beast within themselves. Maybe they want to come in with blunt talking. Maybe a Leo person making a massive transformation due to a challenge. Okay, we're having sharp talk. There seems to be illuminating of the mind. Okay, seems to be a pinnacle. Okay, when it comes to growth, knowledge, planting the foundation. Someone's going through a situation where they've got to tame the beast within themselves. So you're looking at the masculine, feminine energy. You've got to take the feminine energy, okay, to tame the beast inside of yourself, okay? So we could be talking about a Leo person, all right? You could be thinking of a person that's very ambitious, all right, looking at authority. We're looking at competitiveness or the confidence of this masculine when it comes to a new project. We could be thinking of a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person, okay? They got the strength to say, I am, okay? I have the willpower to create and expand new creations, okay? New ideas, all right? New projects. Someone's inspired by the soul of the self because we've got handed, okay? Remember, this is the God hand. Our ancestors given us lots of projects to do, okay? So look at creativity, look at expansion, okay? Look at endeavors, all right? So now someone's looking at a project, okay, a very strong, powerful project, a King of Wands. King of Wands is looking at the pathway, probably looking at his business deals. He's looking at a pathway. He's mastered the material life. He's looking at his Wheel of Fortune, looking at a turning point. This masculine, okay, he's a very good leader, very bold, he's a visionary. He can make things go from 1 to 0. Do you know what I mean? He's got the courage. He's a visionary. All right, this is a go-getter. All right, he's got the passion. He's got the wisdom. This is the soul of the self. Everyone has a fire sign. Why? Because the fire sign is the soul of the self. All right, fire signs, you're the inspiration. You're born to love. It's about romance. It's about intuition. It's about the lesson of power. Power is using your intuition. This masculine looks like he's illuminating the mind. You look at the courage or maybe a new project. All right, he's looking at the higher priestess. He's looking at the mystery of maybe intuition, spirituality. We're looking at the veil between heaven and earth. Maybe this masculine is getting help with a tarot reader, a higher priestess, higher than the Pope when it comes to the courage to go forward into a new project. This masculine is very inspired. He's probably looking at the veil between heaven and earth when it comes to balance and justice, okay? We've got the truth, nothing but the truth. So what does your intuition tell you? Okay, this is the King of Wands is probably looking at the truth and divine truth, okay? When it comes to balancing the King or Queen of Wands. He's probably looking at his counterpart when it comes to a higher priestess, very intuitive, connected to someone. Okay, it could be a tarot reader who are very connected to God. The masculine could be in his full truth, nothing but the truth, because now we're looking at the truth can only get you through to heaven with love, okay, unconditional love. This masculine is probably working with God, or this is a masculine in his truth, nothing but the truth, okay. This masculine is very intellectual, okay. He's got the leadership. You're looking at maybe a strategic planning, okay, when it comes to decisions, when it comes to a business plan or a pathway. Using the intuition or looking at a pathway. So a very strong higher priestess, probably a tarot reader. We're looking at being guided by God. He's probably got his God head on now. Because you have to illuminate the mind. You've got to have a clear conscious mind, you know. And also, the tarot reader contacted FBI today because there was a disturbing statement from his karmic, Genevieve Nadia, that I keep seeing spiking his drinks and dreams. She posted today in a look that looks like me. She's never had that hair perm, short like that, until I came along. Yeah, I contacted FBI. I didn't like that statement. I can do what I want. Okay then, make sure we're gonna go. You're going down for spiking. Oh yeah, I saw you, Genevieve Nadia. Just like you women like to tell men, yeah, you're going to prison. You spike someone. We're into women's rights. Really? Is it only in the boardroom? Now we're going to balance that situation. We're going to be using Genevieve Nudger as the karmic example of what not to do, the Jezebel, okay, the dark entity that does dark spiritual practices. That was a very disturbing situation, a very disturbing statement to make. I can do as I want. When she asked me in the dream, please don't drag me in public. Because she asked me, is God real? Now the 10 Commandments says what? Thou shalt not thieve. So I said to her, you cannot ask about God because you stole from Adiwali Akinwabadi. So now we're looking at the truth. Maybe this masculine is coming out with the truth. We're looking at FBI's, looking at police. Okay, because we intuitively felt something was going on with the King of Wands when it comes to his projects, all right, when it comes to his soul of the self, okay? We're looking at a very strong magician. What's above is below. We're looking at the strength of the lion and the lioness when it comes to projects. What's above is below, but it's a team of people trying to fight for these projects that was downloaded from God in a dream between me and Adiwali Akinwabadi. So now we have some people, all right, are being very gossipy. Okay, because now what's above is below, because what God gives us is all a soul, all right? And there's no need for us to embody anybody, okay? Because the 5 of Wands is all about when God comes in and says, right, you got a soul, you got a soul, you got a soul, we all got a purpose. But somebody used their purpose as a purse pussy. Genevieve Nadia. So now we've got conflicts, not just outside of ourselves, inside of ourselves when it comes to spiritual warfare. This is where now we start having lots of fights in our dreams. Why? Because what's above is below. Oh, yeah. So pay attention to your dreams, people, and you can see exactly what these people are doing. Why? Because if you go to any avatar reader, they even say in Genevieve's name, Nigerian, a thief, doing dark spiritual practices on a King of Wands. For fame. So this masculine is going to have fame after this, more recognition, more results, okay? After this conflict, too many conflicts. Oh yeah, the Empress is here. All right? I am the Empress, I was told by God. And I've been telling Adiwali every day for 5 years what I see, because I have dreams about 5-6 times a night. And Genevieve Nadia, his friend, embodied his mother, and she said, oh, I see value. So now she wants an Ace of Pentacles. We saw the Ace of Pentacles, didn't we? Yeah, new job, new prize rise, new everything. Oh, looks different, everything. Yeah, I want to be more elegant, like a divine feminine. No, she's a feminine fatale. Now we're looking at a project, maybe someone's single. We're looking at being very self-sufficient. It's all about self-reflection, self-development, self-correction, so that we can be self-sufficient. Okay, so we're looking at our fruits of labor coming through, right? Why? Because you walk away from people, things in place that not serving for your highest good, like an earth sign person, a very deceptive person. Oh, yeah, I contacted lots of newspapers as well. So happy birthday, Genevieve Nadia. So now we see someone single, maybe in fire sign, King of Wands, or the higher priestess. But we're looking at King of Wands. He's looking at a project handed by God. All right. Maybe he's looking at being single. Why? Because he's balancing his emotions. After an earth sign person done chicory dock, want to climb on the masculine's cock to lick a dick a day to clock in for work. All right. She's all about seduction, as you can see all over her Instagram. That's all she's done for the last few years, to just show off that body. Raving, partying, that's it. Just seduction and moaning about people talking about her age. Age is good. Age means wisdom. Age is healthy. So leave those people in the dark. That person's in the dark, my darlings, all right? You've got to have healthy boundaries, okay, when it comes to simplicity. Okay, someone's got the foundation of the angels guiding them with a tarot reader to look at a project and to be single, away from an earth sign person. Why? Because earth sign person, when it comes to intuition, was lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it. Aquarius person. So now we see maybe a detective or a King of Wands, or maybe a King of Swords looking at the situation. Someone's lying about a tarot reader. Someone's lying about being creative. Someone's lying about being intuitive. Someone's lying about being connected to God. No, sorry. So now you're looking at happiness, the soul of the self. All right? Somebody's probably a runner. Because remember, when it comes to twin flame energy, it's about the runner and the chaser. All right? Someone's looking at a lie. Okay, because they're holding on. Okay, maybe an earth sign person under the feelings of self is holding on to resentment. Okay, because they're holding on to the 5 of Swords. Okay, 5 of Swords is bullying, thieving, violence, mental, physical, and verbal abuse, doing slandering, trying to get away with it. Why? Because they're vampire energy when it comes to the 5 of Swords. All right, now we've defeated this person with the tarot read. Now we're going to look about God and stay in God's lane. All right. Maybe someone is looking at a lying, stealing person, a King of Cups, lying about being intuitive, maybe being a psycho. He's not a psycho. No, he is a psycho, sorry. He's lying about being a tarot reader. So now he's backstabbing when it comes to God, or a king of swords he lied to about being a tarot reader, or intuitive or psychic, because he was masquerading as a friend to a king of wands or a king of swords. Now the king of wands is probably mastering the element of the emperor, because now you've got creativity. It comes with truth, and with truth you've got to water the creativity. Remember, water signs, you're the lesson of peace. You're meant to be watering the soul. Okay, all right, so you can grow. Remember, the tree or a leaf has a stalk, right? It's got to grow. Why? With water. So now someone's looking at backstabbing. Somebody is backstabbing this masculine in the back, this king of cups. But this masculine is using his intuition, psychic gifts, the truth with information, head over heart. And he's looking at this lie and he understands he's been backstabbed by an earth sign person. Someone that was very manipulative, very trickery, very cunning, and had the gift of the gab. Okay, that is the magician. Okay, so when it comes with the magician and the seven of swords, somebody was lying, masquerading as a friend, doing manipulation, trickery, and had the gift of the gab. Someone was doing dark spiritual practices because someone was lying about spirituality. They were abusing the spiritual books of God, knowledge, wisdom. So now we see somebody bring delays, obstacles, okay, because now they bring stalemates. But someone keeps looking back at King of Cups, lying, stealing, cheating on the foundation of a King of Swords or on the foundation of God. All right. Now this masculine, maybe King of Wands, is in his full love and truth. He's being very creative. He's got the visions. Okay. And now he's doing sharp talking. A very strong, powerful masculine. I've seen the soul of the self, a very strong, powerful soul that masculine has. And I keep telling that woman, stop. Stop. You've got to have a different perspective about backstabbing this masculine because you won't win. I've seen it. So now we're having blunt talking. There seems to be a challenge when it comes to confusions, when it comes to manipulation or trickery, when it comes to manifestation, what's above is below. Someone can manifest very strongly, very powerfully to bring in their own self-reliance. And this is what this King of Wands is looking at, a very self-sufficient person. That's an earth angel. Okay, somebody lied about this earth angel tarot reader, maybe a King of Cups or a King of Swords. But the King of Swords is on the foundation, and this King of Cups is thinking about this lie because now he's thinking of the truth, maybe. Or he knew the truth and he kept the lie. That was the hidden feeling about an earth angel, maybe a King of Wands. Now, maybe the King of Wands is going to take the leap of faith. No expectations, no baggage. Just the intuition. Go by sight. Don't go by sight. Go by your intuition and your faith in God. Okay, use your intuition because someone's balancing out their emotions for simplicity. There seems to be someone trying to balance their emotions, the King of Wands, because he's looking at a hidden feeling when it comes to a lie, stagnations, obstacles, violence, verbal, physical, mental abuse. So we're looking at deception, maybe from a King of Cups, but the thoughts of the King of Wands needs to balance his emotions with the dark and the light because he keeps looking back at the King of Wands. I mean, the King of Cups that lied. So he's looking at his truth. Yeah, he's looking at being reliable, taking that leap of faith. But his King of Cups was lying because he needed the plans and organizations from a King of Wands. Because he knew King of Wands was maybe an earth angel. So now we're looking at a situation. They were relying on this lie. Maybe he's a tarot reader. Or he's some form of spiritual person. Or religious person. Or he even could be a cop. But they keep looking back at this King of Cups. He's lying about something. He's trying to get away with it. And he's relying on this lie. This is why this King of Wands has to balance his emotions and take that leap of faith. Maybe he's single, more self-sufficient. He's walked away from an earth sign person or a water sign masculine. Because there's too much lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it, acting like a friend and they're not a friend. So now maybe this masculine was running away from a higher priestess. She knew under the veils he was going for a situation. So now maybe he wants to come reliable to Aquarius person, a higher priestess that he's been watching. Because now you're looking at somebody was lying about their ships coming in. Somebody was lying that they can use their intuition or psychic gifts with the right intentions, right action, and right energy. But the energy for the ships to come in under the feelings of a King of Wands, a King of Cups, lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it. That's his hidden feeling. He's very deceptive when it comes to the emotions. That's how he opens the door when it comes to employment. Then he shuts the door on everybody else that wants to come through. Why? Because he's lying, stealing, cheating. Doesn't want no one to see nothing. He's been seeing the Taurus person. Both of them. Look at them. Both of them. So now this masculine is looking at maybe a spiritual person, spiritual recovery, something to do about a religion maybe. We're looking at bankruptcy. This is probably why this person is lying. He's not intuitive. He's bankrupt when it comes to intuition, psychic gifts. When it comes to materialism, that's why he keeps lying, stealing, cheating with an earth sign Taurus person. So now this masculine has had this insight about this lie. He's in his full love. I reckon he's using his intuition, his psychic gift to make many shifts with the right information, which is the truth. Okay? Because the only way to get into heaven is truth and love, all right? Coming to an end. So this lie is coming to an end. Okay, with this King of Cups. Okay, so we're looking for spiritual transformation. Maybe this Leo person is standing up for himself. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. Maybe this team of people. He's looking at injustice. He was backstabbed by a group of people after a decision. So now he's got a different perspective about soulmates. He's looking at this option. He's very heartbroken about holding back maybe from a Gemini person. He's been looking into maybe an earth sign person when it comes to projects. Been a massive battle. 5 again, it was just lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away. They'll do anything at any cost. 5 of Swords. This is why she says in her post, I can do what I want. She's Niger. She is the industry. So she can do what she wants. Like spiking people's drinks for a Wheel of Fortune. By using seduction. Because she wants fame. A Queen of Pentacles. So now this masculine is looking at maybe a power couple, an Aquarius person. He wants to come forward quite passionately. He's gone within. He wants to come at a difficult situation because he's probably worried about the Empress going for a victory after these messages. Queen of Wands is walking away. Why? Because the Emperor, maybe her husband is just toxic, man. She used to hold back. If she wants happiness. Because someone's trying to hold on to someone's inheritance. That's why there's entrapment about love for a house. And sparking ideas from a Taurus person who's going to be missing out. They need to be blocked because they got blocked psychic gifts. Imbalanced person. We're looking at a very wounded person with lots of deception, very immature when it comes to love and happiness and planting their foundation or completing success. Somebody's moving into giving the truth after feeling unwanted or abandoned from a 2 of Cups that went into a 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is more or less a lie, abandonmentship, unloved. These 3 women, maybe in a Taurus person, they're going to be feeling unloved. But it looks like the 2 of Cups is going into a reunion. They've been spiritually guided. The Queen of Swords looking at the stagnation. But she's working, thinking about a pathway of the ships coming down. Because you can feel this romantic journey, man. She's psychic. She's a very intuitive person. And with the Higher Priestess. That is an all-seeing eye person. Oh, yes, I am. And some people are just jealous about it. An earth sign person that she wants to warp into my look, but she can't be me. Alright? That's what karmics do. So we're going to learn what karmics are. They could be Jezebels. They could be Delilahs. We're looking at a King of Wands. A Leo person. Very strong person. Very powerful soul. I see it in my dreams. So we're looking at unconditional love. We've got to tame the beast. Alright? Inside one self. Because why? The manipulation from a Queen of Pentacles was very strong. King of Wands are looking at this manipulation from this lover over Ace of 4 projects, basically. That's all they wanted this masculine for. Okay, so now this King of Wands is probably looking at the strength of the manipulation. That was a challenge when it comes to independent wealth and creating projects. Somehow, this King of Wands is looking at this Queen of Pentacles. Maybe he thought she was a strong person, but she's very strong manipulation and the gift of the gab when it comes to seduction. So now we're looking at a grounded woman. He's looking at a very strong, grounded person. And he's looking at a situation where someone's missing out on godly projects. Someone's been handed a surprise gift. maybe a water sign person, about projects. This is what this King of Wands is looking at. So now looking at someone's missing out opportunities. Because Four of Cups is all about loss, regrets, feeling abandoned or unloved. Because somebody was looking at someone else's issues when it comes to independent wealth and bringing projects for Queen of Pentacles. It was all about manipulation. It was about tricks. It was about the gift of the gab through seduction. So now we see a situation where this King of Wands is looking at maybe Five of Cups now. Loss, regret, grief. After that abandonment shit, now someone feels unfulfilled. Why? Because Four of Cups, is all about feeling unfulfilled. You got a surprise gift. Five of Cups is all about, now you've seen a surprise gift when it was a creation handed from God through dreams. Now you understand, now someone feels unloved. Why? Because they focus too much on the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles came with manipulation. What's above is below. Look in your dreams and you'll see for yourself. Because now maybe this masculine is working on balancing his emotions. Maybe he's at work trying to turn his back away from a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe Queen of Pentacles is trying to make an offers and he doesn't want to go to any events. Maybe her birthday. That's why she's showing off in the camera, because he likes Halle Berry looking it. So just probably why she did that. And she's got these big fat cakes now. Yesterday was a tiny one with 5 little plates. She's trying to show like, look, I'm having fun. Adiwali, come back. I've got that hairstyle you love. Look, she all cut it off. Look. He's like, fuck off. I know what you did, you mad woman. Yeah, she's a mad girl. She's a psychopath. So now you're looking at a situation where the masculine is probably trying to turn his back away from a Queen of Pentacles, and he's working hard on self-mastery, self-craftsmanship, because when you have skills and talents, you can make them into many little things, okay? Don't give up. Maybe there was a mistake, but it's part of the process. Just keep balancing your emotions, because now you understand somebody was working on putting pills in his masculine's drink, and that they were lying, and that was the hidden feeling. A tarot reader saw it. Now this Queen of Pentacles took this pill, put it in his drink and offered this masculine so she can work around him. All right. So she was trying to manipulate this masculine so she brings stagnations, because she's a stagnation. When it comes to cellmate, she'll be looking at a cellmate in spiritual prison. We're looking at maybe somebody was in divided loyalty when it comes to God, or maybe someone's heartbroken for not telling the truth, how they love someone, maybe a tarot reader, a Libra person, an air sign person, Aquarius person, because somebody lied to Aquarius person. So now we're looking at 7, 8, 9. Now they're worried about it, stressed about it. Why? Because it was a painful ending. Very painful ending, man. Lying, stealing, cheating. It's going to be a very painful ending for this karmic person. Oh, there you go. 10 of swords. Told you it's going to be a very painful ending for this liar, for bringing stagnations. God's not playing with this person, but the person said online today, I can do what I want. All right, then. Let's contact the FBI. As you can do as you want, Miss Queen of Pentacles. So now we're looking at this masculine probably working on himself after stagnation, after he was heartbroken. Maybe he's in his truth. He's got his information. Because he was backstabbed. People were sinking his ships with their lips and hiding and pretending it weren't them. So now he had this darkness. This is why there was a stagnation. Maybe he ran away from a curious person and made delays and obstacles because he had to focus on this madness, where this woman was putting pills in this man's drink to miss out opportunities because they wanted this masculine to work around this person because they're very codependent. So now you're looking at, when you've got the darkness, a new horizon is coming with the truth. Don't shut your heart off. 3 of Swords means you're very heartbroken. There's pain, there's sorrow, there's whatever. All right? Not whatever, but you know what I mean. Okay? So now, remember, the heart is the seat of the soul. Don't block your heart. Shield it with the truth about your heartbreak, about obstacles, about delays. That keeps you structured and your emotions will be leveled. You understand? Why? Because you're using your intuition to protect the heart. And to just keep the motions going. So now you're watering your truth. Okay? So someone is lying. So now they're worried about this lie. Maybe King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Now you're looking at a heartbreak when it comes to deception. Because within the middle of this heartbreak, when she opened her legs, was deception. The moon. That's the pathway he went. To the moon. Deception. So now, maybe someone's moving because they're learning after this heartbreak to move forward. A powerful truth is coming out. Because now we understand someone's walking as a soul having a human experience. They got the willpower to do so. Even though this King of Wands is going for obstacle delays, if he keeps his back away from his Queen of Pentacles, don't eat from her, don't drink from her, and concentrate on the gifts handed by God or your ancestors. Focus on your intuition by looking at your dreams within you, and when you're outside, you look at synchronicities, all right? Like 222, 111, stuff like that, all right? And you learn what the angel numbers are trying to tell you. Work with your angels, all right? But you've got to keep away from a Queen of Pentacles. Don't drink from it. Don't eat from that person. It's very important. At least until you get clarity within yourself about this person. Until then, don't. This person is a one-night stand, a manipulator. So we're looking at emotional immaturity, insecurities, all right? That's what Jezebels do. They like control. They like manipulation. And that's the magician. What's above is below. So now we're looking at a situation where a Taurus person was trying to manifest money to look like independently wealthy. So they're putting loads of pills in this masculine's drink, all right? Because they want fame and fortune. She thought she'll get a result from this situation. She thought nobody was looking, you know. But now this masculine is sitting down in regret. He's got the information. And he can take these regrets and turn it into grace. That's why he sees a very powerful, a more powerful, structured, grounded woman in the higher priestess, Aquarius or Libra person. So this is why now maybe this masculine is trying to manifest having an equal give and take with a grounded, successful woman. Because they're looking at this person as a manipulator, a sociopath. Okay, because you've got the liar, sociopath, okay, and a social climber. That's a very mean-spirited person, especially when it comes to money. They were working on getting gifts. They want the results without putting in the effort, because they want to look like they're very independently wealthy and very seductive. I'm the one you should reflect to, all right? But no, they're lying. This person's lying. So now we see someone was manifesting someone's money, someone's wealth. Okay? Because now we're looking at an earth sign person that was lying about being single because they were mixing pills into a King of Wands drink. Because they wanted stagnation. They wanted to stop his movements. Him and her and a King of Cups. This will be coming to an end. Alright? Because now we're looking at FBI, looking at police people. We're looking at detectives. We're looking at even journalists as well. All right, and we're looking at moving with God. Why? Because we've got godly, sparkling ideas that this person saw as wealth, but she ain't wealthy. No, she's not. She's trash. So now we're looking at independence. You have to be self-sufficient. Independently wealthy and self-sufficient is two massively different things. Now, someone's in regret because now they see the Empress was single all that time. Okay? So now we see it's an air sign person. That's the truth. All right. Maybe this masculine wants to come in and show an Aquarius person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. Marriage, maybe. That's the truth. He's in love. He ran away only because he was working with an earth sign person for a long time that was spiking his drink to keep him in that seduction mode around that person. I don't know how this thing works, but a masculine would explain to you in his book. He's heartbroken about this lie. It was a heartbreak, but he's working very hard on himself. He will come out and tell the truth because he's looking at creating a new book with new ideas, new creation. First, he has to get over this regret, okay? Because now he wants to take a leap of faith towards the Empress, all right? An air sign person, all right? He wants to come in reliable after maybe they're both sharing the same feeling of like heartbreak. Okay, so they're both earth angels and they're both like balancing the emotions. Okay, because it was a very heavy lie from a Queen of Pentacles. So now we're looking at deception that came stagnations, and the higher priestess saw the stagnation because they both came out. Okay, I keep it like that then. A Queen of Swords is very single, self-sufficient, and going for a Wheel of Fortune. Okay, by using your intuition because she's the higher priestess. Okay, somebody was lying because they don't believe in God. They were lying that maybe she's not guided by God. But the Queen of Swords, she's very balanced. She's very together, you know, because the masculine side of her, he takes the action. Do you know what I mean? She gathers all the information And then the King of Swords gathers it and does what he's got to do. Transformations. You understand? But it's all about head over heart. Maybe they're both in the same energy, a King of Wands and a Queen of Swords. Just telling the truth. If you don't like it, oh well, that's your problem. We've been through enough, all right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swords again. With what? 7. That was over backstabbing. And we're looking at a King of Cups. How he moves. Queen of Swords is single and happy. All right, she's cutting through the truth. All right, because now we see we're moving forward, head over heart, because Queen of Swords is very balanced and she's going for victory. We're looking at recognition. Maybe a Leo person is the King of Cups, is Leo stroke Cancer. He's very much going into recognition. Why? Because he's using his emotions and his intuition and psychic gifts to be more powerful. That's the willpower for success. Recognition, rewards. So this masculine is moving into rewards, recognition, and he's probably dragging his Queen of Swords with him. She's like, no, I want to go home and have babies. Open up, let's have babies. He said, yo, let's go. She's like, listen, you better come with the truth, nothing but the truth, and your mouth better be blunt. She likes when a Leo is blunt. If he doesn't come with no bluntness because you're around a Taurus person making him all weak and that, you better stay over there. Yeah, entrapment. It was an entrapment from a Queen of Pentacles. Entrapment. So now this Queen of Pentacles. Oh yeah, there's vampire energy, like brain confusions about air sign person. He's looking at spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison. So have fun, Genevieve Nadia, on your birthday, my darling. Cut that hair. Oh yeah, Taurus person. There you go. Over money, bankruptcy. Oh yeah, my darling. Have fun. Have fun, boo. So now we're like clearing away, having blunt talk about a Taurus person, a manipulator when it comes to generosities. Okay, they're going to be denying grants and loans. Okay, but we're doing sharp talking because this person's a liar. All right, and we're moving forward to new love. All right, we're looking at new love, maybe from an air sign person, a water sign person. Okay, we're looking at generosity. We're looking at a relationship with equal give and take. Why? Because you've got to have a relationship with yourself first to be self-sufficient. All right, manage those emotions. Okay, to identify your intuition, to bring on your good health, good wealth. All right, so you'll always be evolving with the universe. The universe does not work against you. The universe works with you. All right, so maybe you're thinking of a Gemini person. Okay, he wants to come with an equal give and take, trying to manifest a new love, all right? This is about all a cup of love. It starts from self-love first. So the person could be quite intuitive or quite psychic. But we're looking at a cup of love, new baby, new relationship, new proposals, new marriages, all right? Somebody wants to take a leap of faith because maybe they feel like there was a massive regret with a Queen of Pentacles. Now they want to go to the Empress because somebody lied as an air sign person. Okay, because now we're looking at stability. We're looking at security. Someone has a different perspective about the Empress energy or about a wife and a home. Could be an Aries person. They have that regret of this wife. They want to take a leap of faith away from that person. Maybe a Gemini person to a new love. All right. Maybe he's paying attention to his dreams and he feels like, no, I've got a twin flame. That wife is going. Sagittarius person or Aries person, maybe, or Aries person's thinking of a water sign person, being very blunt with that person in this house. They've got a different perspective about regrets. Maybe someone regrets marrying someone, maybe a water sign person, because they took that leap of faith. Queen of Pentacles was trying to stop a new love, new babies, by doing pills. I don't think, if that person said they're having babies, they're not, they're doing abortions. I mean, unalivements within the wash belly. And also, too many pills, man, in that masculine's drink. Too much, man. I was talking to like my children's dad today, so I feel sorry for him, bro. It's true. Once you get into that Jezebel energy, it's so hard to get out, man. They will do the most. The most. You got to read about it. What's a Jezebel? What's a Delilah? You know? What's an Evil Eve? What's a Genevieve Nadia? You've got to understand these seductive energies. They're not good, man. It's bad. So now someone's looking at their security. They've got a different perspective. When it comes to twin flame energy, maybe somebody wants to move in with an Empress. Or someone taking a leap of faith, though, doing blunt talking to a new love. You could be going towards a new love, maybe a water sign person or air sign person towards a Taurus person. Maybe they see the strength of Queen of Pentacles upright. If you want to go to upside down Queen of Pentacles, good luck to you because that's your money gone. Okay. Maybe this person feels that the Queen of Swords, she's a very good businesswoman, very strong businesswoman, very grounded. She'll be a very good mother. and a very good businesswoman. Maybe this masculine likes that this person works from home and they're a spiritual teacher. I think he loves that. He wants to come in reliable and tell the truth. He's working on maybe a letter, or he's been looking back at a Taurus person or institution, and they keep looking back. They're saying that this Taurus person is a fool. They keep spying on the air sign person because they're relying on the air sign person's information because they're an earth angel. So they need to learn from them. You can learn, but give people the fucking credit. Do what you want. You can be inspired by anybody, but don't try and body them. Give people credit. And that's the thing with the Queen of Pentacles. She doesn't know how to give people credit. You got to be famous. You got to have something for this person to give you credit. It's wrong, man. Leaders create leaders. And a wise person is a teacher and a student. Not this one. Look at her. Focus on her money and spiking people's drink. I want her to be treated like R. Kelly and Cosby. I don't care. She's the one who goes on about feminism. She's a feminist against feminism. She's a feminist. She doesn't like divine feminine. No, she's a terrorist. So she's breaking people's hearts. She was relying on the air sign person. Now she's broken-hearted. Says you right, man. So now someone, an earth sign person, is heartbroken about maybe a friend or partnership when it comes to information, or they feel like they've missed out an opportunity now with an air sign person because they really are connected to God. They really are an earth angel. They really are an empress, and they really are a very good businesswoman that has value, that has worth, that looks after herself and her community. They can give out so much that you can hold so much for yourself as well. All right, we develop a community. We don't oppress our community. So now maybe this person trying to act like they're healed on their Instagram to kind of like get me to be convinced to work with them, because she's asking in my dream, can she work with me because she loved the way I write? No, because you stole from someone. That's done. Deception. I can't trust you after that. You're mad. You bring a burden to a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo's person. You played on his wounded warrior energy. I'm not playing with you with that. I'm not doing that. You're mad. Maybe your little stupid group like to do it because you've got famous people around you. I don't do validation. I don't run for that. That's not for me, baby. I like leaders that like to create leaders. I don't like catty, bitchy women. That's not me. So now I'm seeing what you're like. You can forget it. Now she's missing that opportunity. Why? Because the King of Wands is probably turning his back and working on his own decision. Maybe he's thinking about an air sign person, because now he sees the Queen of Swords as his happiness, ever happily ever after. So yeah, you can do what you want now. You can be that walking mattress how you want to be. I think she should go on, and what do you call it again? Fans club, fans, only fans. Only fans, is it? Stalking. She was stalking. Oh, yeah, she was. She was looking at information. She was stealing private personal information, this person was. Oh, yeah. Especially when it comes to the love, when it comes to a Cancer person. That's going to come to an end. All right? They wanted an ending. But no. We're looking at happy ever after when it comes to a spiritual, romantic journey. They want an ending, a King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. But no. We're looking at a soul world, baby. We've got to tie one of loose ends, and we're going into a soul world. All right? This is justice, okay? Because somebody went unalivement, maybe for an air sign person and an Aries person. But someone's looking at a Tower moment. Oh, yeah, because they invited the devil. So now we'll investigate it. Maybe a Leo person wants victory for a 2 of Cups with a higher priestess because he feels burdened, staying away. He's got the willpower to bring in balance, all right? But if he wants to stay outside in his little like victimhood, that's his problem. Looking at King of Cups. He's looking at Queen of Cups. No, King of Pentacles looking at Queen of Cups. Maybe he feels stuck away from a Queen of Wands. But somebody's looking at 2 of Cups there. Entrapment for a 2 of Cups. These 3 women. You know what it was? It was the wish fulfillment. It was a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Wands, and someone else. Wish fulfillment. Could be another earth sign person or a water sign person. Definitely a water sign masculine. Definitely an entrapment. Instead of you saying there are directors and producers and they create a whole illusion, not in front of a camera, but behind a camera in their real life. That's mad. They should have put all that into a fucking movie. Now she's stressed because she's not getting into no movie. It's going to be about her, the devil's daughter. Oh yeah, Genevieve Nadia. The Lionheart Pillar. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Oh, yeah, I even heard it this week as well. So she can have fun in her dark dress. She's overloaded now. Oh, yeah, she's overloaded now. Yeah, because most of these videos, remember we're energies, people. Remember we're energies. We all go through the same things at different times, and we all deal with things differently. All right. Learn energy, okay? Don't miss out opportunity like a Queen of Pentacles, all right? Because she's weak when it comes to the soul of the self. All she sees is money. Because she's a manipulating person. She does chicory-dickory-dock, okay? To climb on the masculine's cock, to clock in for work. Glutton. Queen of Pentacles is very glutton. She was putting spike in people's drinks. This is how I saw the masculine. That's how I saw him. Passed out on the sofa. His head was in the toilet. Oh, don't cry, me. It's not easy on the conscious mind seeing someone like that. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. This person is heavily into glutton, greedy. They into that exceed, man. You see them big cakes as well with like 2 liquor plate. All I wanted was the checks, and that was it. I just don't want it on my conscious mind. If he ends up on a lie and I went to all these places, I just don't want it on my conscious mind, man. You know, like sometimes when you feel like you've contacted enough people, but then if something does happen, and then you might be, I wish I did this, or if I did this, or if I did, I don't want that on my head. I don't want it on my head. I don't. When I contacted, who was it? The newspaper. They said, do you want money for a tip? I don't want money for this. It's not about the money, man. I made that clear in the first sentence. I saw what you said. It's about money. This is not about money. Someone's life is much more priceless. I saw this person. That picture's so hard. I saw that person. I saw what she's done to the King of Wands. I saw it. I saw it. And you know what it feels like? It feels real. Every dream feels real. It's like I'm there in the room. And I can see everything. I can see everything. Look at him foaming at the mouth. Because of the drink. What did I say? She's been putting pills in this masculine drink. Because she's glutton. It's so hard to see. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. All because somebody wants to gain a profit. Just for money. For money. So now they're going to get pain in the rain for what they did when it comes to a special gift, a surprise gift from God or our ancestors and our ancestors. It came with lots of information about synchronicities, how the Empress came, how she was, how she saw him in dreams all the time, especially for 13 years or 47. All her life she's dreamt about this masculine, and she finally met him. So now we're looking at loss, bereavement, sorrow. And I don't want to have that on my head. Money's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Now we're looking at loss. Maybe this person feels like they lost an Empress, which is the High Priestess. They got regrets, want to turn their back away from a Queen of Pentacles. They feel very glutton. This masculine is probably crying as much as the Empress is. Collective, it's not easy. Write your dreams down, man. I've seen it. And then there's other tarot readers that they picked it up as well. So many tarot readers have picked this up. I know once the story's out, that's it. A lot of tarot is going to say, I picked that up. I picked that. It's going to be a lot. It's not going to be something this Queen of Pentacles can handle. So she can keep showing these seductive pictures and say, I can do what I want. We know you're the Jezebel, babe. We know you're the seductive lion because you're glutton. You're a very greedy person. All she wanted was donations, charities. She wanted public assistance, but this Leo is working on success. He'll have a victory. He'll have a victory. It hasn't been easy, man. Not when you're like a Queen of Swords, when you see a problem and you like to bring solutions, you know. He's going into self-love. You know, it's all about self-awareness, self-healing, self-reflection, self-development, self-sufficiency to be independent. So we don't go into energies of like gluttony, greed, excess. Do you know what I mean? This person is very strong when it comes to gluttony. This is a very heavy Jezebel. That picture. I can't. It's been 5 years, man. It's been a lot, you know. It's been a lot. So now we're looking at Higher Priestess. I was looking at this Four of Swords, you know. It brings stagnations. It brings delays. So don't cut your heart off, collected, when you're going through stagnations or obstacles or delays, you know. Cover your heart with your intuition, okay? And make sure you keep loving your memory and keep love as God. Someone wants a reunion, maybe King of Wands with a Higher Priestess. But we're looking at a book that will be done. And a lot of people will be reading this book about the stagnation that Higher Priestess saw. It's going to be a victory for a King of Wands. He's got the willpower to move forward in his truth. He's got the information. He's analysing, very analytical person. Or we can look at a policeman and a police car. We're looking at a detective. We're looking at a police person. Someone's going to be arrested. It looks like someone's going to be arrested. It's going to be very successful. Maybe King of Cups. Looking at an ending when it comes to this romance with the Queen of Pentacles. It was a deception. It was a lie. They were plotting and planning, okay, for a treasure. Someone feels as if the Queen of Swords is a treasure. It's not about the money. It's what you see, man. Into me, I still see, because into my, I feel. And I don't want it on my conscious mind, man. I don't want people to say, oh, why don't you contact blah? Why didn't I did? I done it social media and everything. So please don't ask me. Please don't. We're looking at the willpower, eternal love of God. We're looking at soulmates. We're looking at the consistency of eternal love. We're looking at the willpower of divine feminine, divine masculine that can only go into this chariot with God leading. You've got to let go of control and allow God to control the situation. You know? Looking at past life lovers of a Leo and a Queen of Swords. On a spiritual romantic journey. Two like-minded minds, very intellectual, the wise and the other wise. They could look very young, but very old-spirited. Old doesn't mean you're getting old. Old means you're very wise. So when people tell you about your age, it's meant to be like an honor, a recognition. Why? Because the older you get, the wiser you get. Okay, so now we're looking at moving forward into success, happily ever after. Maybe this masculine is looking at a situation when it comes to gluttony with a Taurus person. Someone very manipulative and someone that has to stop. You have to stop giving this Queen of Pentacles generosities. It has to come to a stagnation, a pause, a break. Because you're looking at loss of money. This person's going to go bankrupt. This person tried to stop a King of Wands going towards the Empress, Aquarius person. So this person's been piling this person's drink. So now this person's going to be paranoia now. When it comes to independent wealth or even getting married in the future. You could be talking about a Taurus or Libra person. When it comes to self-sufficiency, they're going for a loss. Or someone's not going to be single anymore. Maybe an air sign person. Because the truth is out finally. No more lies. We don't have to talk. It's just... It's not worth ending someone's life for, you know. It's just not worth it. It's been a long journey. It's our 13th round. This is 13 years ago we lost each other, you know. 12 years, 13, 12 years. Oh, I knew it. 12 years she's been doing this. I saw it, man. I saw it. It's been about 12 years now. 12, 13 years or something this woman's been doing, piling drinks. Not just from here, maybe a water sign, an air sign person. The King of Wands. She does it. It's a regular thing. She's looking at homeless, man. She doesn't want to be homeless. She wants this big pillar house. She wants to look like I'm a center of attention. Look at me, you know. She even started cutting her hair to look like me. All those pictures from she's been in this industry, she's never cut her hair to perm. It looked like it had that mothball on her head. But she's got no wig, no nothing. Suddenly, she permed her head. And because my look is a short hair, that's all she's been doing now. Short hair. She wants to be me. She needs to stop. Pause. Stagnation. Someone stop giving generosity to a Queen of Pentacles. She's a horrible, mean-spirited sociopath. Very mean person. Somebody loves the imagination of maybe the King of Wands and his air sign person, or the Queen of Pentacles, that was the Empress. So they use their imagination. They wanted to use the Empress's imagination to create new ideas, you know. And now they created a new fucking conflict instead. Someone's looking at heart surgery or mental clarity. Someone loves the variety of the imagination and the fantasy of the mind of the Empress, where she can go back to her first lifetime and bring back stories. And that's what I can do. And she saw all these books from imagination. I sent a King of Wands. I was told to tell Adiwali the truth, September 2020. Ever since then, non-stop dreams. And this one's in there. I've been seeing her like nothing. It's been annoying. I just want to beat her up. I'm not going to lie. I just want to beat her up. I'm not even joking. I'm trying to manage that emotion so much. And if I had them, that's why God made me broke. There's a God about, if I had the money, I'd be on African soil already. I probably would have had a billboard out already with no book. I don't need no book. Just give me an advertisement space. That's all I need. That's all I need. We're looking at relaxation. So I'm trying to bring the peace, trying to like balance the emotions of seeing this truth of how someone was bringing in their victory and success, you know. A very distorted imagination. They were really backstabbing behind the Queen of Swords back, but she's protected by God. The one eye. Look at him peeking. I got you, baby. I know God. I talk to God all the time since I was a child. Look, God's always there. Always. Most of my videos you'll see as well, God's always there. God's always in the memory. Told you, God's always in the memory. This could be a Buddhist, but they're saying the information was merit making. His truth is going to be merit making. It's going to bring enough goodness, especially to humanity. We will look at morals, morality. So people are going to start seeing this King of Wands and this Queen of Swords as a spiritual teacher. And if she bows to him, he'll bow to her. And if he bows to her, he bows to him. If you love him, you love me. If you don't like him, you are in my book of no mercy forever. Especially for a Queen of Pentacles. So get ready. Get ready, man. For these spiritual teachers to bring back memories from the past life, to bring in civilization, to help, you know, be part of that society when we're all helping each other, you know, to bring a more civilized environment, to bring more heaven on earth. It takes a whole collective of us, you know. So now somebody was very disappointed. Somebody wanted to be isolated. And that was the truth. That was the heartbreak. But there was a lie. And that's why this person was isolated in disappointment. Because they lied about the higher priestess, the King of Cups, because he wanted victory. He wanted the Two of Cups alone, because he wanted to go to the Queen of Pentacles. So they started doing commitment, bounding, contracts, obstruction, you name it. Because they wanted victory, rewards. But I told the masculine, if you lose 10, you'll get 20,000 back. Do you know what I mean? Ugh, I don't even want to look at that card. So now we're looking at victories, maybe for a Leo, Cancer person, when it comes to eternal love. Looking at victory, looking at reward, looking at recognition, looking at the soul of the self. We're looking at a King of Cups going homeless. Looking at getaways, or castaway, or someone poor. Someone's looking at failure when it comes to their victory, a King of Cups. Because he had this plan, man, with the King of Pentacles. They didn't want to be homeless. I think this masculine's got, I don't know what his house looks like. In a dream, I went into his house like, whoa, your house is beautiful. I've never been there before. Don't want it after that bloody dark entity in there. But I think he's got a really nice house. It's something about their house. He's looking for donations from a Leo person. from this book about soulmate. So they want to say, get rid of the soulmate, isolate the soulmate, go into a deal with them, but it was under pretense. I can't see him doing that though. I can't. The way his soul takes care of me, I can't see him agreeing with them to go against me. Even though sometimes I might cuss him out, but the soul, no. That man loves me way too much. He told me to do oil and gas. Now I got masters in BMA, you know, MBA, you know, stuff like that. That's why I believe love makes you grow. Love doesn't make you hang on to people. You all grow. It's energy. It's energy. That's when I knew something was wrong outside of me when it comes to Adewale, especially when he first left 13 years ago. Something didn't feel right, and I've been on this journey since. He just blocked me for no reason. But the way we were, it didn't make sense. It didn't make. I knew he loved me. He kept asking me the first year as well when done Gladiator. Did you love me? Do you still love? Stuff like that. I know this person is doing something when it comes to them pills, when it comes to delusions with this King of Cups. They're doing something. Because even when he said to me, have you seen me on Gladiator? I think he tried to impress me or something. And when I woke up, I looked on it. And no joke, the picture you see me posting on the thumbnail, that's the picture he had on his bloody Twitter. It was called X then. No, Twitter, innit? What was it called again? Yeah, Twitter. I haven't had social media for over 5 years. I just started 6 months ago. And even before 5 years ago, I was too busy at uni for about 5 years. I haven't really been on for about a decade. About 2 years after he left, I think I just gave up on the internet. I just moved into more educational stuff, focused more on myself. But I kept seeing him, I kept hearing him. It's just, and then even more so in the last 5 years. And when I mean every day, nearly every day, no joke. It's not even a joke. Now we're looking at stopping. Somebody wanted to stop someone's new love, Ace of Cups, a Taurus person or a Libra person or a King of Cups. So now we're looking at that person has to stop, they have to pause, man. They wanted a stagnation because she's a stagnation. So now we're looking at that. I told you she wanted a dangerous situation. Look, she has to stop. What did I say before? The pills going into the cup. She wanted a natural disaster. That's why I think some rich men have to be really looked upon. Somehow we've got to be more like in the medical field, go deeper into like heart attacks, natural disasters. Because these pills make it look like these men have heart attacks or something, but it's not. It's not. It's not. She wants more of a natural disaster, like, I don't know, like, give him lots and lots of drink because she was up. Her cup was up. His was down. Like to say, let's have a drink, babe. And that person can look like they got 10 drinks down them, but they were lying. They've only had like one, but watching you have 10. And so you can spill out. So he probably spoke about me a lot, especially when he's drunk. She gets all that information when he's mentally not there. And she probably even acts like me to pretend in his illusion, it's me. Do you understand? So maybe this man is so, is it facade or whatever? When you're not there, you think someone else is someone else because you're under an illusion of a drink or something. I reckon she plays me sometimes as well. I reckon she does. She needs to stop, man. She's mad. Look at her pictures looking like me as well. The girl's mad. The girl's mad. We saw it in a dream. We saw it in a dream, man, about this person when it comes to food and when it comes to profession. And now they're in a nightmare. Why? Because we've got evidence. We've got evidence. And we're going to be reading in a book about this trapment. We saw the signs in the dream. So now this person's going to conflict now, maybe with a King of Cups, because now there's going to be a protest about someone's money problems, want big car maintenance, paying on people's cars, stuff like that, you know. So they're looking at a natural disaster. Someone talked about risk. Now they're frustrated because they didn't want this Ace of Cups to come forward. Why? Because Genevieve is just jealous. I heard it in my dream. She's too fucking jealous, man. She loves the imagination of the Queen of Swords when it comes to stability, harmony, acceptance. She's got to let it go. Maybe this masculine wants to come in and say, marry me, because he keeps asking me that as well in my dream, to marry him. So look at our destiny. It became a stagnation. Why? Because of a stagnation was dependent on destiny swapping, making sure a Queen of Swords was disappointed and isolated from a reunion. How can you're not even the Queen of Pentacles. You're a Five of Pentacles. You haven't even mastered your own Queen of Pentacles. So how can you even match against a higher priestess? That's got Queen of Pentacles matched and balanced with the King of Swords. So now this one is the Empress. Why? Because she has mastered all 4 queens. And the men as well. This one's got lifetimes to do, man. King of Wands, he was on the right direction when it came to farming. He should never have put that one. Should never have been her. Maybe he thought of me, didn't? Because I don't know why she's starting to look like me. I don't know how that worked. I don't know. But the worst mistake he ever done was making her play his mum. Because now you've got like the Knight, innit? Insecurities in the thoughts. So when you're studying about this masculine, is like, because when you're an actor, you have to learn a lot about that person, innit? So this person learned about his insecurities. She learned definitely about his mum. So she can learn in through the nurturing. Why? Because that's the Queen of Pentacles. She brings in the nurturing. But she does it through manipulation, because the Queen of Pentacles is all about nurture. She must be good at home. She must be good at nurturing her business, her community, the value. No, she played that. She played the feminine fatale. This person needs to go to prison. She wanted loneliness away from the Queen of Pentacles. Her own work. She sent him loads of books. Because he's very good at writing, all of that. I was shocked when I saw him do bloody fashion. I'm like, what a fucking waste. He's too fucking creative for that shit. I reckon it was her, man, or something. But someone's looking at wanting you isolated from savings, from the money. She wants the ideas. She wants me to be lonely, away from my own ideas, while she has the savings. So she wants the results, but not the effort. Genevieve Nigel, go and get my fucking money. Anyway, I already told you anyway, that book's coming out. And I'm going to make sure when it comes to billboards, it's definitely going in your area. She likes Netflix. She likes TIFF. Trust me, it's going into Canada, near every headquarters. I'm never going to make her forget what she did. Never. I can't even look at that card. I can't even look at it. Now, they're in Fright. Fright night for you, baby. So you can jump up and say, I can do what I want with your 2 cakes. We know inside of you, Genevieve Nadia, you are definitely crumbling, my friend. So you can lie all you want. Because when it comes out, people are going to even look back at your birthday saying, this bitch is fucking calculated. Especially when they see how you cut your hair just like me. And you've never had it out perm like that. No, you haven't. Not in public. Anyway, I saw your pictures. I've been looking at you because I didn't even know who you were. So I had to go and look who you were. You've never had short hair like that. One time in a week that looked like mine. Oh, yeah. Everything else, no, she's trying to be me. She even looks like me. She's a mad woman. So now someone's looking at maybe your savings, Queen of Swords. They're looking at your money because they're just nosy. Overload, man. Obligated. Overload. This King of Cups is going to have an overload. Why? Because he brought in unrequited love. Now he's going for a painful ending. Painful ending. Painful one. Maybe with an Aries person. Maybe at home when it comes to their money. Disappointment. Obligation. Why? There you go. Rituals again. Rituals, man. Mystery doing that ceremony shit. I saw Adiwali literally half like he was drunk, like he weren't there. And this masculine was taking him into this room. And there was more people in that room. But it was dark people in there. And it's sometimes I feel like maybe he went into hospital quite a couple of times. He doesn't realize that it's not his natural self. It's her. She's doing something. This is why there's justice here. Justice is here, man. Justice is here. We're going to bring justice, man. Because now looking at reservations. Someone wanted to take away. That's why they done the rituals. Because they wanted reservations. They saw the worth of someone's original ideas. So this Genevieve Nudge just tried to bully it. Because he was all about self-love. Do you understand? So thank you for your support, people. But I want to end it now. That's what Genevieve Nudge wanted. An ending of people's life. People's life. I can't even see that. People's life. You understand? Like that. I can't even see it, collective. I can't. It hurts my feelings. So I'm going to end it here. Someone's going for a towel moment. But thank you anyway. Thank you for liking, subscribing. And I really hope that many of you go forward to your soulmate. Find that love. But use your intuition. Walk in love and talk in truth. I love you guys. Bye.